Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Clark County investigators say they finally caught the man who broke into dozens of cars the past 5 months.
Little sunshine to start the weekend, but I'm tracking rain and wind, even as temperatures rise. We'll talk about that and track a cold Turkey Week forecast just ahead.
The death toll from a massive snowstorm in Buffalo, New York continues to go up.
We'll tell you what new problems are on the way. WKYT News at 4:30 starts now. Good afternoon to you. Amber Philpott and Sam Dick reporting. After investigating for several months, the Clark County Sheriff's Department says they now know who's responsible for at least 30 car break-ins.
29-year-old Aaron Ferguson is accused of committing the crimes that go all the way back to July. WKYT's Mark Barber shows us how police tracked Ferguson down. It's our top story at 4:30.
Investigators say for the past 5 months, they've been searching for a burglar who broke into 30 cars in Clark County. Deputies tell me they finally got the break they needed in the case when someone sent them a tip that led them to Aaron Ferguson. The 29-year-old is facing 12 counts of theft by unlawful taking, 7 of which are felony charges.
We anticipate more charges. We have quite a bit of property that's not been identified yet that we're linking to him. Sheriff Burl Perdue tells us they found most of the stolen property in Ferguson's house on McClure Road. The sheriff says these bags are filled with the iPads, sunglasses, and tools that Ferguson took from cars. Perdue tells us the rash of break-ins started back in July. According to the sheriff, Ferguson targeted vehicles in several neighborhoods in Clark County. We're told most cars that were hit were unlocked. Investigators say they arrested Ferguson on Wednesday after they got a warrant to search his house. They tell us that's where they found loads of the stolen property. I'm sure he was selling some of it because we haven't recovered everything that has been reported stolen.
Investigators are asking anyone who is trying to find stolen property to call the sheriff's office and make an appointment with a detective. We reached out to Ferguson for his side of the story, but he declined our request for a jail interview. In Winchester, Mark Barber, WKYT.
And we're told Ferguson will be arraigned Monday. We have one final day of this Arctic chill out there before some warmer air finally makes it back to the bluegrass for our weekend.
Oh, warmer air. That sounds so nice. So how long will this warm up last? WKYT's chief meteorologist Chris Bailey is here now with hopefully a good answer.
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And you know what? 50s this time of year, basically the norm, and that's what we're calling a big warm-up as we go into our weekend, but it is sure going to feel nice out there. Little look outside, show you where we are now. A lot of upper 30s into parts of central Kentucky, even colder to the north, a little warmer to the south. But again, look at the snow that is still on the side of the roads here into Georgetown across the Scott County area. So even with temperatures above freezing, you get into those shady areas, and now we're running with, what, 4 or 5 days in a row with at least some snow that is visible into parts of Kentucky. That for November is crazy. 32 is what it feels like into Frankfort. Wind chill in Lexington of 33. A little warmer across southern and southeastern Kentucky. Nothing on Live First Alert Defender, though our mild up that is coming for the weekend is being accompanied by some clouds, basically introducing that milder air coming in across the Mississippi Valley, and that will throw some showers our way as well, especially deeper into the weekend. Focus of the forecast on how winter decides it wants to pack its bags and take a little trip for the weekend. But it is only a weekend trip. I'll show you what I mean by that with a 7-day forecast that takes us through Thanksgiving and Black Friday coming up in just a bit.
All right, Chris, thank you. Do you think we call him Professor Chris now after today?
Yeah, I think at least emeritus of some kind.
Speaking of, the First Alert Weather Team hosted our very first ever online weather class this
Micah,
afternoon.
this will be your third winter in Kentucky?
Students logged on from across Kentucky to learn more about winter weather. Some students even got the chance to ask questions on winter-related topics. Oh, my goodness, look at Micah. As you can imagine, there was a lot of snow talk, and Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey gave his all-important winter forecast.
But we also have an increased chance for the first significant snowstorm since the infamous dusting of 1998.
If you missed it or you want to watch it again, you can watch the WKYT weather class on WKYT.com. Great idea.
Yeah, great.
The region of New York known as the Sun Belt more than lived up to its reputation this week.
An historic series of lake effect storms has dumped up to 8 feet of snow in some areas and has claimed at least 13 lives. As Allison Harmelin reports from the town of Batavia, the snow has finally stopped, but more problems are on the way.
Sunshine and cleared roads were a welcomed sight for 500,000 snow-weary people in western New York this morning. But their troubles aren't over. Dozens of roofs have caved in under the weight of heavy snow.
You will hear creaking, groaning. If you hear any of those sounds, you should contact authorities immediately and be prepared to leave the structure.
2 seniors died yesterday while their nursing home was being evacuated because of structural damage. More collapses are expected as rain and warmer temperatures move into the area, making snow loads even heavier. Mounds of snow like the one behind me are everywhere in the greater Buffalo area. And this weekend, when the warm-up comes, all that snow will turn to water. Driving bans are still in effect in some neighborhoods as an army of emergency workers continues to remove snow and clear roads. Abandoned vehicles have been a major obstacle.
Probably over 1,000 vehicles that were abandoned during the storm. There are still roads that we have not been able to get to where those cars are on.
Residents who have been snowbound all week are trying to get their lives back to normal, but officials say the massive cleanup and potential flooding problems will slow down the recovery in the region. Allison Harmelin for CBS News, Batavia, New York.
By the time this cleanup from this storm is over, some towns will have used up their snow removal budgets for the entire winter. State and local officials in that area are asking for federal help to cover the cost.
A young woman fighting cancer keeps her word to her friend and Bengals player Devon Still.
We'll have more on her special gift to him coming up on WKYT.